How does herpes transmitted? HSV-1 is mainly transmitted by oral-to-oral contact to cause oral herpes infection, via contact with the HSV-1 virus in sores, saliva, and surfaces in or around the mouth. However, HSV-1 can also be transmitted to the genital area through oral genital contact to cause genital herpes. HSV-1 can be transmitted from oral or skin surfaces that appear normal and when there are no symptoms present. However, the greatest risk of transmission is when there are active sores. Individuals who already have HSV-1 oral herpes infection are unlikely to be subsequently infected with HSV-1 in the genital area. In rare circumstances, HSV-1 infection can be transmitted from a mother with genital HSV-1 infection to her infant during delivery to cause neonatal herpes, see below. Both oral herpes infections and genital herpes infections are mostly asymptomatic or unrecognized but can cause symptoms of painful blisters or ulcers at the site of infection, ranging from mild to severe. Herpes simplex virus, type 1, HSV-1. Herpes simplex virus, type 2, HSV-2. HSV-1 is a highly contagious infection that is common and endemic throughout the world. Most HSV-1 infections are acquired during childhood. An infection is lifelong. The vast majority of HSV-1 infections are oral herpes, infections in or around the mouth, sometimes called orolabial, orolabial or oral facial herpes. But a proportion of HSV-1 infections are genital herpes, infections in the genital or anal area. Scope of the problem. In 2016, an estimated 3.7 billion people under the age of 50, or 67% of the population, had HSV-1 infection, oral or genital. Estimated prevalence of the infection was highest in Africa, 88%, and lowest in the Americas, 45%. With respect to genital HSV-1 infection, between 122 million to 192 million people aged 15–49 years were estimated to have genital HSV-1 infection worldwide in 2016. But prevalence varied substantially by region. Most genital HSV-1 infections are estimated to occur in the Americas, Europe, and Western Pacific, where HSV-1 continues to be acquired well into adulthood. Signs and symptoms. Oral herpes infection is mostly asymptomatic, and most people with HSV-1 infection are unaware they are infected. Symptoms of oral herpes include painful blisters or open sores called ulcers in or around the mouth. Sores on the lips are commonly referred to as cold sores. Infected persons will often experience a tingling, itching or burning sensation around their mouth before the appearance of sores. After initial infection, the blisters or ulcers can periodically recur. The frequency of recurrences varies from person to person. Genital herpes caused by HSV-1 can be asymptomatic or can have mild symptoms that go unrecognized. When symptoms do occur, genital herpes is characterized by one or more genital or anal blisters or ulcers. After an initial genital herpes episode, which can be severe, symptoms may recur. However, genital herpes caused by HSV-1 typically does not recur frequently, unlike genital herpes caused by herpes simplex virus type 2. Severe disease. In immunocompromised people, such as those with advanced HIV infection, HSV-1 can have more severe symptoms and more frequent recurrences. Rarely, HSV-1 infection can also lead to more severe complications such as encephalitis, brain infection, or keratitis, eye infection. How is herpes transmitted? How is herpes transmitted non-sexually? How is herpes transmitted orally? How is herpes transmitted in cats? How is herpes transmitted to babies? How is herpes transmitted through skin? How is herpes transmitted through blood? How is herpes transmitted to other people? How is herpes transmitted skin to skin? How is herpes spread? Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel for my upcoming herpes treatment videos.